Hey everyone, Pastor Curtis here with another quick question video for today. Olivia asked, why did God choose to use a rainbow instead of something else? That's a great question, and I have a quick answer. If you don't quite know what Olivia is talking about, she's talking about the worldwide flood that we find discussed in the book of Genesis in the Bible, and specifically the rainbow that's discussed in Genesis chapter 9, verses 12 through 17, when it says this. And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I bring the clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all living creatures of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all the living creatures of every kind on the earth." So God said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant I have established between me and all life on earth." So basically, God he had caused this flood on all of the earth, and it destroyed everything except what made it into the ark. And the rainbow was the promise to us that God would never flood the earth again. So why did God choose to use a rainbow instead of something else? Well, God created the universe, so he created rainbows as well. As a matter of fact, rainbows are a part of God's beautiful creation plan. Scientifically speaking, a rainbow is a meteorological phenomenon that is caused by reflection and refraction and dispersion of light in water droplets, resulting in a spectrum of light appearing in the sky. And before the flood, they still would have seen rainbows. Rainbows were a part of God's creation. But it was only after the flood that those rainbows became important. God chose the rainbow as a sign to Noah and as a sign to us that he would never again flood the world. And because rainbows are so closely tied to rain, that's why he used that sign. A big, beautiful rainbow in the sky is always a result of some sort of water or moisture that's in the air. So if God didn't give Noah this sign, perhaps Noah would have been nervous that God would flood the earth again. He would be scared that when it rained and when there was moisture in the air, is this going to be when the earth will be flooded again? Maybe Noah wouldn't have wanted to have lived very far away from the ark if he thought that God would flood the earth again. But instead, God promised that the rainbow would be our confidence that he never again would flood the earth. When we see a rainbow, it's a reminder of God's love, his justice, his character, and his promise not to flood the earth again. If the God's sign for Noah was a fruit tree or clouds shaped like a cross, it wouldn't mean very much to us because we see those types of things really often. But because it's a rainbow, and because rainbows are such a special weather event, we can be reminded of God every time we see them. And that's why our sign is a rainbow. It reminds us that things that seem supernatural are actually included in God's plan for our lives. The rainbow was and is still today a promise for us, and a way and a hope that we should use to remain faithful to God, that he cares for us. God bless you, and I hope this video helps you today.